At the end of the 2nd century, the later Han Dynasty was approaching its end. It was a time of war, beginning with a popular uprising known as the Yellow Turban Rebellion. It was during this time that one provincial governor came to prominence. His name was Dong Zhuo. Taking advantage of the turbulence surrounding the plot to exterminate the palace eunuchs, Dong Zhuo seized power and began a reign of tyranny. In response, the governors formed an alliance and moved to overthrow him. Among the many heroes to march for the alliance were an ambitious Cao Cao and his officer Xiahou.
In my position, as a descendant of Confucius, I cannot allow Dong Zhuo's villainy.
I'm pleased to hear that. As leader of the White Riders, I promise you that the victory will belong to us.
Is this why each of these great lords gathered to brag about himself? They are fools. Cousin, is it really worth our while to take their side?
The name Cao Cao will know renown all across the land. That's reason enough for now. But I require help from others in order for my plan to succeed. I am depending upon you.
Have I ever disappointed you? There is no need to worry. I shall cut you a path to fame and glory.
We shall destroy the traitor and his ilk. Forward! It is up to us to restore order to the Han!
So, you are next. I'll crush you.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
What a stunning display of strength! You have earned my respect. Fight me now, for glory! You think to win alone? Learn how wrong you truly are! Back off!
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade. This base belongs to me now.
You fight alone? Are you brave or a fool? Let us find out!
Back off! Another victim has fallen to my blade. This base belongs to me now.
Fight me now, for glory!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
A true warrior indeed! You will carry our honor across the land.
This base belongs to me now.
Let's go. Our prey shall be the enemy base.
Whoa, you are doing an excellent job.
Come and face me. I shall pull back for now. However, we shall meet in battle again.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Well done. I couldn't do it better myself.
We can make a difference here. Now charge!
This base belongs to me now.
I have come for your head. Back off.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
True to your reputation, such a display will boost the morale of our troops.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. This base belongs to me now.
Lao Gate, the last bastion of defense for the Imperial Court. I never imagined I would fight to destroy it. However, we cannot save the Han if we shirk from this duty. Loyal people of the Han, let us fight!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
What a stunning display of strength! You have earned my respect.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
I have come for your head.
What? None can hold their own against Lu Bu? Then forget about him. There are other places to enter.
You stand before me? You have courage.
Show no mercy.
Amazing! We will have to display our strength as well. You are good. I shall remember your face.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Back off.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
You must not die here. I shall withdraw.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
You have defeated Lu Bu. Well done. Only Dong Zhuo remains. Forward!
I'm coming for you. I can't let you keep smashing up the place.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
This one is heroic. I guess I need to pick up the pace. You cannot escape! Give up and face your destiny!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Now is the time! Through the gate!
I have come for your head.
What are you doing? Someone, come quickly!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
You're doing great. I will try to live up to your example.
I'm in no trouble at all. Whatever. Are you going to annihilate them or not?
Any who get in my way will die!
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
I will never forget this! I am not through yet!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
I will show no mercy.
Well fought, my friends. We have achieved victory.
These results should suffice for now.
The governors succeeded in deposing Dong Zhuo, and each soon began plotting to take power for themselves. Cao Cao took the emperor into custody to keep him out of political matters, and set up Xu Chang as his base, intent on steadily strengthening his position there. Liu Bei, who had also participated in the fight to bring down Dong Zhuo, paid a visit to Cao Cao to tell him that he had been entrusted with Shu province by Yan Qian, who had lost to Lu Bu in battle. Cao Cao agreed to Liu Bei's request to join forces and immediately sent troops to Xiahou.
Cousin, why must we give aid to a person like Liu Bei?
I know that there is a dragon hiding behind his gentle manners and quick smile. When the dragon emerges, it will join its forces with mine, or the dragon's fated to be destroyed.
I'd find that very pleasant. Still, if they will fight Lu Bu for us, I must give them my thanks.
Come now, Doom. Is something wrong? You're not concentrating on the game.
Losing at Go does not mean that I will lose in battle. Let's continue when I come back. Once I've defeated the enemy, I will return. doesn't matter how strong it is. A ravening beast cannot rule the land. Lu Bu, your rampage ends here.
In this season, the rivers of this area run high. If we were to destroy the floodgates, we could drown them.
I have come for your head.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
My lord, there is a force approaching from the south. They are heading this way.
South? One Shu. Just as Cao Cao predicted. He will side with Lu Bu. Prepare to counter their attack. This base belongs to me now.
What is that? Do you hear that sound? Nothing but child's play. As if mere water could stop me. Do you think I'm that easy to destroy?
At last, the floodgates are down. Let us rush the castle and destroy the enemy. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
I shall pull back for now. However, we shall meet in battle again.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. This base belongs to me now. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
True to your reputation, such a display will boost the morale of our troops. It is time to take the attack to the enemy. Forward!
You appear to be having trouble, Lu Bu. I have come to aid you.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. This base belongs to me now. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
So you fought your way here. Well then, I shall crush you myself!
Lu Bu is leaving his base to fight? He truly is quite the beast. Take the enemy camp. Cut away his support.
Good going, brother. Okay, I'm ready to get serious now.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Any more, and I will be in danger myself. Lu Bu, the rest is up to you.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
What? Yuan Shu, you're running away? Just what did you come for in the first place? Amazing! We will have to display our strength as well. Excellent. I need to score more victories as well.
I feel my strength seeping away. I can dance no longer.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Diao-chan! Oh! Diao-chan!
This base belongs to me now. We've taken the camp. We have crippled their ability to fight. Only Lu Bu is left. Forget about the rest. Stop him.
Such skill! It awakens me! Bravo!
The enemy is very strong. We are being forced back.
This base belongs to me now. This base belongs to me now.
I have come for your head.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
True to your reputation, such a display will boost the morale of our troops.
Thank you for your help. We barely made it through. You think that is going to stop me? Come, I shall not lose to anyone.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade. Show no mercy. Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
How can this be? To lose to one like you.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Lu Bu has been defeated. Victory is ours. These results should suffice for now.
Lu Bu was struck down in a desperate fight against Xiahou Dun's forces. Afterwards, Cao Cao pressed Liu Bei to attack Yuan Shu, who had declared himself emperor. The true aim of Cao Cao was to have Liu Bei murdered, but the plot ended in failure. Cao Cao had made a lifelong enemy and let him escape into the world. Meanwhile, north of Cao Cao's sphere of influence, Yuan Shao defeated the forces of Gansun Zan and built up immense power, overcoming the camaraderie that the former allies felt, and each believing the other to be a liability. Cao Cao and Yuan Shao advanced their armies to battle at Guandu.
All right, what's wrong, Xu Chu?
What isn't wrong, Xiahou Dun? I just feel so bad about what's going on. Lord Cao Cao fighting his friends. Oh.
It can't be avoided. An enemy is an enemy, former friend or not. Yuan Shao has opposing goals. If Lord Cao Cao's goals differ, there's no way of avoiding a fight.
Wow, I'm impressed. I think you're right. I can't believe how well you seem to understand Lord Cao Cao's thinking.
Well, that is as far as my understanding goes. And besides, when it comes to my cousin, who could understand his convoluted dreams?
Impressive force, Yuan Shao. Have both numbers and talent. I need to plan well to win this conflict.
The larger the beast, the more it needs to eat. An army is a beast as well. The enemy supply base at Wu Chao is their weakness. However, we must not act with haste. Let us defend Bai Ma and Yanjin for the time being, and wait for an opening.
My lord! The enemy is attacking Bai Ma!
Send reinforcements. We must protect it at all costs.
You think to outsmart me? Don't make me laugh.
My lord! Yanjin is struggling under an enemy attack!
Yanjin falls, we will have nowhere to go. Send our forces to that area and protect it.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
True to your reputation, such a display will boost the morale of our troops.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
An impressive display. My men and I will join you on this road to victory.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
I have come for your head. Back off.
Word from our scouts. It looks like there are enemy reinforcements approaching.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Yan Liang has been beaten? I cannot believe Cao Cao has any who could accomplish that.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Now that's how it's done. You inspire us all.
Fight me now, for glory!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
your reputation. Such a display will boost the morale of our troops.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Back off!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
You say Wen Chou has fallen? Who do they have that could match him?
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
A true warrior indeed! You will carry our honor across the land!
It is time to unveil my plan. Begin the advance!
If our base falls, we will have no chance of victory. Bring more men and reinforce the defenses.
I have come for your head. Back off!
I will show no mercy. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Brilliant performance makes me feel alive.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Fight me now, for glory!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
I shall face you. Come, let us fight.
Back off!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
An impressive display. My men and I will join you on this road to victory.
Allow me to test your resolve. I do not consort with beasts.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
I was just following your lead, but I think it went quite well.
Let's go! The enemy fortress does not stand a chance against our might!
Fight me now, for glory!
Another victim has fallen to my blade. I am a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
You have come this far. In honor of that, I shall face you myself.
Back off!
Amazing! We will have to display our strength as well!
Show no mercy.
That was close. Thank you for aiding us.
This base belongs to me now.
My path. The honor of the Yuans.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Farewell, Yuan Xiahou. I will continue my path of conquest. I will never forget you.
These results should suffice for now.
Greetings to you, Xiahou. You've done well.
Yuan Xiahou is gone. The times are changing, and no one's left from the old guard to stand in the way. Now the true fight really begins. That is what I suspect is the case.
You're as smart as ever. You're right. You have realized what the true purpose behind my battle is.
But still, I don't see what lies beyond the battle. Cousin, will you not even tell me?
There is a time and a place for everything. It is still much too early to speak of the future I wish to build.
You and your secrets, Cao Cao. Well, I guess I'll just have to end this chaos. That should help to get everything out into the open.
Having broken Yuan Shao, Cao Cao came to tower over the other great generals. Cao Cao attained the position of prime minister and moved south to take the province of Jing. He took advantage of the struggle to succeed Lieutenant Governor Liu Biao and easily took the province. Meanwhile, Liu Bei, who had been staying in Jing province, fled with his loyal followers towards Yanling in order to escape the clutches of Cao Cao. Fearing that Liu Bei would establish a power base, Cao Cao immediately organized a force to hunt down Liu Bei,
And so Liu Bei stands against you. I wish we had destroyed both Lu Bu and him at Xiapi.
We made a decision. It was the right one. I do not have any regrets whatsoever in what we chose to do. He attracts people to him. That is Liu Bei's gift. It is a skill to be envied. It is also one to be feared. Compassion alone will not remedy this chaotic world. Things will just repeat themselves over and over again.
As usual, talking about this makes my head hurt. Anyway, all that matters to me is knowing that he's interfering with your plans. Nothing else concerns me. I will be back soon. Ha!
I cannot allow Liu Bei to roam free. He must be found and captured, dead or alive.
Ah, I knew it! Cao Cao is the devil himself!
Forget about the people. The only one I care about is Liu Bei.
Liu Bei will not run if the people are being hurt. An effective plan, yet lacking in grace.
I have come for your head.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
The Changjiang is just across this bridge. Hold on a bit more. We must live and greet tomorrow together.
Fight me now, for glory!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Ah, your efforts are dazzling. You shall see me shine as well. Yes, even brighter than now.
The enemy is very strong. We are being forced back.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
What? He's facing this army alone? I'm not facing him.
Next time will be different.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
We have lured them in far enough. Now it is time to stop their advance.
You had already prepared for this. As usual, Zhuge Liang, you amaze me.
So you will sacrifice your...
Amazing! We will have to display our strength as well!
You believe your wits are a match for mine?
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Xiahou Dun, face me!
This is going to be a difficult fight. We must take care. Back off!
Back off! We will never catch them if they reach the boats. We must stop Liu Bei at once. Now you're mine! Back off!
This base belongs to me now. Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Well done, Xiahou Dun. This battle is yours.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
We have reached the docks. I will leave soon, so please hold out for just a little longer.
We shall pull back as planned.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Amazing! We will have to display our strength as well!
For the realization of my lord's dream, I fight! I battle for justice! The spear of Xiahou shows no mercy!
Thank you for your help. We barely made it through.
Show no mercy.
I seek a greater future. Though you may mock it, for the sake of that future, I will flee.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
We have captured Liu Bei. Now, rid myself of his meddlesome presence, once and for all.
These results should suffice for now. Please, forgive me, cousin. I was unable to capture him.
It doesn't matter. He has been driven from Jing and lost most of his forces. That alone was worth it. It is a full moon tonight, isn't it? Xiahou Dun, come along and we'll drink together. I feel the moon calling me. I have spent much of this life that heaven has granted to me out on the fields of battle.
That's not like you.
I too am a human being. I grieve for all the wasted lives. However, within my vision there lies a greatness beyond the worth of life.
A vision that exceeds all the worth of life itself. You don't lack for ambition, do you? I have a destiny of my own, to help create this world of yours.
With Cao Cao's generals in pursuit, Liu Bei made his escape to Jianling. Following that, Cao Cao suffered a crushing defeat to Liu Bei and Sun Quan at Qi and brought the conquest to a halt. In the meantime, Liu Bei took Yi province, thrusting the nation into the age of the three kingdoms. Of rumors that Cao Cao, now a chancellor, was vying for the throne, caused tumult throughout the land. Also, as if meaning to take advantage of such domestic troubles, Sun Quan came to assault Hefei. Xiahou Dun rode his horse toward the battlefield.
Master Xiahou Dun, do you know what our lord truly plans?
The rumors about the Emperor?
Exactly. Firstly, what does he think of this? Is this even what he wants to have happen?
Who can say? I have known him for ages, and even I cannot say what he is thinking most times. And yet, whether he accepts the throne or not, I believe that he will remain himself. He won't change. That is why we too must not change. As commanding officers, we'll fulfill our duties. The enemy will bring its main force against us. Your duty is to stop them.
Indeed it is. I can see why our lord has kept you by his side so long. We must fight to protect our lord's vision. Forward! Drive off the Wu forces and protect Hefei!
Men, we must hold them back! It's do or die!
I guess you will do for an opponent.
I must leave the front line to prepare an attack. I am depending on you.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
I can't end here?
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
When
Your brilliant performance makes me feel alive.
Men, we must hold them back! It's do or die!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
What a disaster! I have no excuse for troubling you with this rabble.
You think to outsmart me? Don't make me laugh.
A true warrior indeed! You will carry our honor across the land.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade. Show no mercy.
Is this the end?
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
You are alone? I pay tribute to your courage.
Back off!
How could this be? I thought I had learned more than this.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
My lord, enemy reinforcements are approaching.
You think to win alone? Learn how wrong you truly are!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
The enemy is very strong. We are being forced back.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Now step back and let me handle this.
Face the wrath of my blade!
to turning the tide. Begin pursuit immediately.
Back off. Another victim has fallen to my blade. This base belongs to me now.
I have come for your head.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
A true warrior indeed! You will carry our honor across the land. Men, we must hold them back! It's do or die! You cannot escape me now! Now fight!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
What a disaster! I have no excuse for troubling you with this rabble.
Face me if you dare. It was a lot of fun. See ya.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. This base belongs to me now.
Fight me now, for glory! A true warrior indeed! You will carry our honor across the land!
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Come and face me!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
This is it? Father, brother, forgive me.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Back off! This base belongs to me now. Another victim has fallen to my blade. We won. Good work. Cao Cao would have had our heads if we had lost Hefei. These results should suffice for now.
Wu fell at Hefei. Only 2 great generals remained. Cao Cao, who had subjugated most of China, and Liu Bei, who persistently obstructed Cao Cao's conquest from his base in the land of Shu. In the back of everyone's mind was the thought that this would be the time to decide. The rumors about Cao Cao's aspirations to the throne stopped when the man himself denied them. Cao Cao fought not to attain the station of emperor, but for something else. Supporting that goal was Xiahou Dun's duty as an officer. With his head full of emotion,
Even the feared one-eyed general is but a child before me. It is your turn, Xiahou Dun. Go.
I have no chance of winning against your cunning. I have heard that you refused the throne. I've grown tired of all this waiting. Tell me, cousin, what is this world that you envision?
A land where people of talent and vision can change the world. A land where neither emperor nor lord is needed.
You've answered my question. Knowing you, I should have expected it was something like that. At last, the light that shines upon this lone eye has taken a form that I understand. Give me time, cousin. I shall bring an end to all of this fighting. All of your dreams are destined to come true.
We will defeat Liu Bei and put an end to these wars. This will be the final battle. Prepare well.
You believe your wits are a match for mine?
We have received reports from all units. The Shu forces are behaving strangely.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Let me show you what I've got planned. Start the advance.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Your prowess is undeniable. Simply remarkable.
You think to win alone? Learn how wrong you truly are!
Back off! Another victim has fallen to my blade.
The enemy is very strong. We are being forced back. Me defeat you!
Release! For the glory of Xiahou and the plans of our Prime Minister, let our arrows pierce way and all who follow it!
Split up the men! We'll hit the enemy archers from both sides! They seem to be reading our every move!
My lord, a number of Xiahou units are setting traps at various bases. We have suffered heavy losses.
Me die here.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. This base belongs to me now. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Move swiftly before our prey escapes.
You think to outsmart me? Don't make me laugh.
Thank you for your help. We barely made it through. Back off!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Amazing! We will have to display our strength as well.
You believe your wits are a match for mine?
Another victim has fallen to my blade. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
The enemy is very strong. We are being forced back.
This base belongs to me now.
challenge you.
That was close. Thank you for aiding us.
I was prepared for this possibility.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. This base belongs to me now.
That's it! All we have to do is defeat that one!
The enemy is very strong. We are being forced back.
Halt! I will stop you if it's the last thing I do!
We will show no mercy.
Why did I lose to you?
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Whoa, good work. Keeping up with you will be a lot of fun.
The enemy is very strong. We are being forced back.
Now is the time. Have the reserve troops attack the enemy main camp.
Fight me now, for glory!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
We must rouse ourselves for this fight! Back off!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
We are in a most difficult spot.
Fight me now, for glory!
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
We must rouse ourselves for this fight!
Another victim has fallen to my blade. This base belongs to me now.
We are in a most difficult spot.
I have come for your head. Back off.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. I will show no mercy.
For my friends, for my people, for our future, I cannot lose.
Another victim has fallen to my blade. How did you ever survive this long? You stand in the way of my cousin's fate. That ends today. Another victim has fallen to my blade.
I trusted that you would come. I appreciate your assistance. Now that's how it's done. You inspire us all.
I have lost. Then I beg you, bring peace to the people.
Another victim has fallen to my blade.
Behold, Liu Bei, I shall guide the land to where it must go. Everybody, the land has long been in chaos, but we have freed it. Victory is ours.
These results should suffice for now. This should put an end to the fighting. A new world where neither Emperor nor Lord is needed to rule the land. But cousin, will it work out? The people of this land will revere you. Like the Emperor you say the land does not need. I begin to understand. So, cousin, we part ways. Let the victory cheer you as you journey to your destiny.
Brother Dune, do you know where our Lord has gone? I can't find him, and I've looked everywhere.
I see. So he is left already. Yuan, Cao is no longer here. By now he is somewhere under the starry sky.
Huh? Are you kidding? Oh well. That's our Lord. Unpredictable.
In this brand new land, we must carry on without an emperor or a Cao Cao to lead us. and we must give it the chance to grow as it will. We conquered this world of chaos alongside Lord Xiahou. And now we will let you go in peace. Farewell, cousin.